Good afternoon, this is Bremster, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle by MavericksJD called Consecutive Sequence Sudoku. This is a puzzle that when I first saw it, I had to reach out to MavericksJD and get a rules clarification. So if you've come to the video to not get because you want to get some clarification on the rules, I'll get to that in just a second. Just a couple of things first. Of course, caging constraints is still going on. So if you wish to check that out, links below, and of course you can submit solution codes and be in the running for a copy of World of Sudoku Volume 6 at the end of November. That would be great. And if you have recently found my channel and haven't subscribed, please do so. And if you like videos, please like them. That always drives up YouTube engagement. And honestly, YouTube has been prompting me a bit that I've got some growth, but it's not as good as it should be. So yeah, it would be nice if people could do that. But yeah, let's go get into this puzzle because I'm imagining some people have got some questions about the rules. So first of all, the obvious one, normal Sudoku rules apply. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. And now the rules, which thanks MavericksJD for helping me with this one. So these are orange lines are all both sequence lines and kind of Renban lines. And the way they work is within each 3x3 box, every possibility of neighbouring cells or sequential cells is marked with a yellow line. So what that means is, for example, like a sequence, the way a sequence line works is they're often called arithmetic. The digits on the lines would have to be in an arithmetic progression, which would normally mean, for example, if this was, say, a 3, then along this line, I could go 4, 5, or I could go 5, 7, because what you're doing is you're increasing or decreasing by the same amount. But in this, they also have to be consecutive. So they are... yeah, they have to be consecutive as well. So this could go 3, 2, 1, or it could go 3, 4, 5. But they're the only possibilities if this was a 3, because it's going to be a run of digits in order along the line. And every possible consecutive marking in the box is given. So this, for example, could not be 2 or 4, because if this was a 2 or a 4 in either of these cells, like let's say this was a 2, then there would need to be an orange line here. But this only holds true within the box. It would be perfectly possible for this to be a 3 and this to be a 2. That's fine, because it's not within a 3x3 box. And I know that's a little confusing, but what it basically means is along a line, you will get a run of digits in order. That's all it means. And you cannot, there is a negative constraint in line, which means that if you cannot have consecutive digits next to each other without there being an orange line within a box. Confused a little bit by the diagonal. I'm not sure how the diagonal works on this one. I will find out as I solve, I assume. Yeah. I'm assuming that you can't have neighbouring cells on the diagonal as well, or this wouldn't be a thing. I'll find out. Yeah, they're the only rules in play. So, yeah, thanks, JD, for submitting. Let's give this a shot. And while I was looking at this one, trying to figure out the rules, I did see this, so I'm going to jump straight down to here. This is a line that is 8 long. And I kind of know this from Renban, which is if you have 8 long line, then it either has the digits from 1 to 8 or from 2 to 9 on it. And you can think of these lines a little bit like Renban, but they have to be in order. That's a better way of explaining it, actually. Then the digits, if it's 1 to 8, then this cell is going to have to be a 9. And if it's 2 to 9, then this is going to have to be a 1. But this can't be a 1, so this is a 9. So this is going to be 1 to 8, and because it's going to be in order, the 1 will have to be at one end, and I can't put a 1 at this end. So this is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that completes this box with just that line. And what I now, I suppose, want to do is just look for long lines which are going to provide the most constraint. And because I've got 2 ones looking at this, let's look in this box. So we've got 1 has to be here. I can't put 1 in the middle of a line, because if I did put 1 in the middle of a line, then it would be 1, 2, 3, 0, minus 1. And that's not going to work, or the other way around. So I suppose I now want to look at 2s. 1, 2 here might work. Can this line hold a 2? Now I can't put 2 in the middle of the line because I can't put 1 at either end. So if this went 2, 3, 4, that would break. And if this went 2, 3, that would break. So 2 is not on this line. So 2 is in one of those two cells because I can't put it in the middle. Now, this couldn't be 1 and 2 because then I would need an orange line. So 1 or 2 needs to be on this line. Now, if this is 2, this can't be 2 because if this is 2, neither of these can be 1. And let me explain that. If this is 2, this can't be 1 because I'd need an orange line. And if this was 1, then the only thing consecutive with 1 is 2. So neither of those could be 1 if this is 2. So this becomes the 2. This is either 1 or 3. This is not a 2. Okay, so let's look. Can I put 3 on this line? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe? 3. I can't put 3 there. So if 3 is on the line, it's up here. I can't put 9 on this line because 9 can't go there. And if I put 9 here, it's 9, 8, 7, and I get a conflict. So 9 is down here. Which means this line has to have an 8 on it. And it has to start with an 8, because otherwise I can't put an 8 in either of these. And if this is 9, 8, then I'd need a line. So 8 has to be on this line. I can't go up from 8 because 9 isn't on the line. So 8 has to be at one of the ends, and I can't put it there. 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. These are 1, 3, 9, and I can't put a 1 there. That is cool. Can I do any better than that? This can't be a 3 because I would need this line to continue. And I think that's all I get. So now I suppose I want to look at this. So 2 has to go up here now. If 2 is on this line, it has to go with a 3, but it doesn't have to. Well, 8 is on here. So 8 is on here because of Sudoku. 7... Wait a minute. I know what that... No, undo. I mean, it's correct, but it's not. But these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 6 and 7. So this is either 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is either 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 4, 5, 6, 7, and I can't put a 4. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and these are 2, 3, and 4. Now I have to have an odd digit on here, so there's no 3 here. I can't put a 4 at the top because it would be consecutive with the 5. 2, 3, 4 makes this 9, this 1, and this 3. If that's 3, it would be consecutive with this 2 or 4. That's not going to work. That's not the 3. This is the 3. Can I say that that can't be 4 because then it would be... Yeah, I can. I think I can say that can't be 4 because then it would be neighbouring the 5. I'm still not clear about diagonals. I might come back to that. I should have clarified diagonals. It says neighbouring cells. And it doesn't say orthogonally neighbouring cells. I'm pretty certain this is going to be 2 and 4. I'll see if I need that. So let's look. This is another longish line. In fact, I think that's now the longest line left in the puzzle. So what can I do here? So I suppose the question is, can I put 1 on this line? I can't start, because if I put 1 on a line, it has to be at an end. So I can't put 1 here. So 1, 2, 3 is broken. So I can't put 1 on this line. So 1 is not on the line. It's not down here either, but what I'm concerned about is 1 is not on this line. What about 2? Can't start 2 here. 2, 3 doesn't work. So 2 is not on this line. So 2 is also up here. Is this going to be 1, 2? Probably. What about 3? 3, 4 doesn't work, and 3, 4 doesn't work because I can't go down from 3. So 3 is not on this line. So 3 is in one of those. What about 4? 4, 5, 6 doesn't work. 4, 5, 6 doesn't work. 4 is not on this line. What about 5? Wow, this is being forced. 5 can't start there. 5, 6 doesn't work. 5 is not in this line. 5 is down here. So this is a 6, 7, 8, 9 line. And this is the 9 because, right, 9, 8, 7, 6. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 5. This is 3, 4, 5. And this is 3, 4, 5. And then I can select all of those and get rid of the corner pencil marks. Now, this can't be a 5 because it's next to a 6. These have to be consecutive. This is 5. This is 3. Hang on. If this is 4, I can't put 4 in here. If this is 4, this would be 3 and they'd be consecutive. This is not 4. And if this is 4, this would be 3 or 5 and they'd be consecutive. This is 3. This is 5. There's no 5 here. There's no 3 up here. So this is 1 or 2, which is not consecutive with 4. This is 1, 2. This is 4. And again, I'll bet this has to be 1 because that's a neighbouring cell. Do I have any instance here that I could use? Because everything up here, yeah, I think I can. I'm pretty certain this has to be the 1 and this has to be the 2. Okay. Because otherwise they will be neighbouring without a line. Let's see how I go. Okay, so what can I do here? 6 is in the top by Sudoku. 6 here, this would be 5 or 7. Could be. 5 is actually down here. 9 is in here, actually. That's much more important. 9 here would put 8 here. That doesn't work. Can't put 9 in the middle of the line. This is the 9, so this is the 8. 7 is in one of those two. And I can't put 7 there because it would be next to the 8. So this is the 7. This is now known. 1, 2, 3. This is a 4. So this is 4, 5, 6 or 4, 3. This can't go 4, 3, 2 because there's a 3 in the row. This is 4, 5 and 6. There's no 6 there. There's no 5 there. These are 1, 2 and 3. There must be an even number on there. So there's no 3 there. I still reckon that can't be a 3. In fact, it can't be a 3 because of the 3 in the... And again, this is all holding true. 7 is not diagonally adjacent to... I think I could use that. If I get stuck, I will absolutely use that. But I don't feel stuck yet. Like I'm still making progress without it. So where do I want to look now? This box is looking very cluttered. Again, 9s and 1s are where I have the most. Now, I can't put 9 in any of those. I can't put 9 in the middle of a line. So 9 in this box is in one of those cells. 9, 8 doesn't work, so I can't put 9 there. 9, 8 would work, or 9 there. Okay, what about 8s? The 9 is in one of those two cells. 8s can't go there or there. So 8s are in these cells. Now 9, 8 looks promising. 8 there would need 7 because I can't go to 9. 8 there would need 7. So 8's not in one of those two. 8 is in one of those two. 8 here can't go to 9, so it's 8, 7, and that's not true. That's not 8. That's the 8. Now if that's 8, this is either 9 or 7, and it's not 7. That's 9. So this is not 9. And now I want to look at 7. 7 is in one of those three spots. Yeah, I'm not sure. What about 6? 6 is in one of those three spots. Now, 6, 5, 4 could work. 6, 5, 4 doesn't work. And 6, 7 doesn't work. This is not the 6. So 6 is in one of those. So 7, 6, 5, 7, 6, 5, maybe. 6, 5, 4. Maybe. 5 is definitely in one of here. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong digit. Like 5 is definitely in here. So how does that work? If this is 6, this is 5, this is 4, this would have to be 7. Hang on, where does 1 go? Forget the 5s, where does 1 go? Because 1 can't go on this line. So 1 is in one of those three spots. Now if 1 is here, this is 1, 2... 1 can't go there. 1 is in one of those two spots. So this is either 1, 2, 3, or that's a 1. Unfortunately, 1, 2, 3 looks possible. This is where I bet I needed to have used something down here. Although I don't have anything down here at the moment, so maybe this would do it for me if I used that to make that a 2. 1, 2, 3 does seem to work. Oh, that can't be a 7 because it's next to an 8. That's not a 7. 7 is on here. So this has to go 7, 6, 5 or 7, 6, 5. Either way, that's the 6. That is not the 6. And this is a 7, 5 pair. There you go. So now these are 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there's no 3 at the top here. There's no 1 on those. There's no 4 in the middle. So how is this going to work? Four, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I really want to use that diagonal rule. But I'm still not 100% sure about it. 1 is in one of those. 5 is in one of those. 7 is up here. 7 is up here. It's not there. 9 is up here. This is a 7, 9 pair. I can't put 7 there because of that 7. I can't put 9 there because that would be an 8, which doesn't work. This is a 7, 9 pair. So this is 1, 2, or 4. If this is 1, this is 2. That works. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, which is terrible. That's not a great pencil marking. This is 1, 2, or 4. It's not 4. So this is 1 or 2. So this is 1, 2, or 3. 4 is now absolutely in here with the 1. There's no 2 here. This is a 1, 4 pair. There's no 4 here. So this is 2, 3 with, this could still go 3, 2, 1 or 2, 3, 4. But this is now a 2. So this is a 1 or a 3. What haven't I put in here? I need to put a 1 in here somewhere. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to put a 1 in here. I can't put a 1 in the middle of a line. Oh, and I can't put it at the bottom. This is a 1. So this is a 2 and this is a 3, and that resolves everything. That becomes 3, that becomes 2. 2, 3 comes 4 and 1. It hasn't resolved that at all. 1, 2, 3. 3 is now in here in one of those two. This 3 would make this 2 or 4. It would make it 4, which I can do. 1 is in here somewhere. It's in one of those two. That can't be the 1 because that can't be the 2. So this is 1 and this is 2. Oh, this 9 looks like making that 7 and that 9. That's been there forever. This 3 makes this 1. So these are 2, 4, and 5, but they have to be sequential. So that's 4, 5. So this is either 4, 5, 6, or 3, 4, 5. And it can't be 3. This is 6, 5, and 4, which finally resolves this 2, 4. And I was correct. That was not, that did have to be a 2. So it obviously the diagonal rule does come into play. So I have hamstrung myself by not understanding the rules correctly. This is a 3 and an 8. And 3 can't be next to 4. So that's 8 and that's 3. This is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And this 8 resolves it. That's the 9 and that's the 8. So there's no 3 here now because of the column. So that becomes a 3. This is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a good thing they're sequential, otherwise I'd be in trouble. 4 and 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. I can't put 7 next to 8. So that's the 6 and that's the 7. This 1, look down here, taking 1 out of there. So that's 2, that's 3, that's 1. Now this is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 8. And that's resolved. So this is the 6, this is the 8. 8 has to be next to 7 or 9, and it can't be 9 because of the row. So that's a 7. That 7 makes this 5 and 7. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9. 5, 9 here makes this 4. In fact, all of this is resolved by Sudoku now. So this is 5, 9. This 5 makes this 9 and 5. And this 1, of course, makes this 2 and 1. And that's not correct. What have I done wrong? There's 2 4s in this column. When did I just did that. Oh, okay. I just did that at the end. So this is 9 and 5. So this is 9. This is 5. And then 1 makes this 2 and 1. And that's correct. Oh, man. So it looks like I could have. So what I'm going to do is in the description of the rules in the video, I am going to turn around and I'm going to mention that it's even diagonally, because that does definitely seem to be the case. And that I think will, I mean, it'll make this puzzle even easier, I think. And didn't seem to be needed, but yeah, I think that was intended. It just wasn't clearly stated. I mean, neighbouring cells, I think people are used to orthogonally, and that may have caused some confusion. It did for me. Anyway, that was really cool. I like this. That was a lot of fun. Not all puzzles have to be hard to be fun. That wasn't very hard, but it was a lot of fun. Thank you, MavericksJD, for sending that one through. Yeah, hope everyone is enjoying them. Hope everyone is enjoying the Sudoku problem series. And as always, good luck with your solving.